Dollface9990 here, and I'm gonna play a game that I haven't played in probably over a year. Yeah, it's it's been a while. Got distracted with some other games that I very much enjoy. Anywho, if you enjoy my content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. You don't necessarily have to do all three, but I would appreciate it if you did. So, jumping in, I'm going to go ahead and use my level 30 character. I mean, it's not going to make a difference because we're going to creative mode. I am going to continue on building worlds, or lands in a world. Look at all that beautiful rainbow goodness. And on occasion it wants to freeze up and get all glitchy. But basically, I've already created a couple of worlds that you can travel to from portal to portal. But I guess it's inaccurate to say they're worlds. Okay, so going in, I'm going to go ahead and fly up so you can get a good view of the land. Alright, and looking down you can see that's one of the structures. There, and right there. Also, I believe the one that's right over here has baddies and all kinds of things that will want to kill you. But I had been working on an underground place where you can just explore and run into another structure. It's a house. Nothing really all that special except for, you know, the beds are more fancy and so are the chairs. But not like super fancy. Not the broken down ones that you normally would run into. Seeing as I basically just hollowed out an area to build this house on, I made the ceiling part and the roof tiles flat. Big enough for, if need be, you can like hang a chandelier or something. But really it's not all that interesting or exciting. It's just another structure that I built down below. I had intended on adding coal in the surrounding areas where I had just hollowed out, but I kind of got interrupted while I was building the structure. I had just finished it and then I had to mosey on back towards the surface. As you can see, it's not a whole lot of room. So, let's make some space. You just have to be careful. You don't want to end up having to rebuild your house because you weren't paying attention to what you were trying to demolish. Can't tell you how many times I've done that. So So, when you're creating worlds and you have already built a structure and you want to decorate it and stuff, what you can do is think about what exactly do you want the structure to be. You could either come up with it after you've already built the structure, or you can fix it however you want it and then think about what you want to do after the fact. Personally, I tend to build and then figure out what I want to do with it afterwards. So, ta-da! Another open cavern. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get into the inventory and I'm going to select some coal. I'm thinking wood block. Let's see. There's all this, you know, multicolored concrete. I'm probably not going to build a house in this area, but maybe a small coal mine. Okay, so this is the map. I had worked my way up from, I think, these areas. And I am now in Crystal. I could go back and do like a review on what I've actually created in those lands. But I think that might be a bit much. Because honestly, I don't even remember what I did. Oh, it's been that long. It's been that long. Alright. So, there's mechanisms, triggers, there's different light sources, specialty doors, hidden painting doors, you know, bookshelf doors. The ones that are covered with the exclamation mark are things that I have yet to unlock. Pretty much, I don't actually have that unlocked because I don't have money to pay for things like that. But it's okay. It's a free game. I'm not too concerned about it. Maybe one day, but not today. Alright, so apparently this is called logic. So I guess each one of these represents some kind of specific spell type thing going on. Honestly, I've never really used one of these in a world, and I'm curious as to what they do. But I'm gonna move on because I don't know much about those yet. Traps. I've actually got a structure in that I had built that actually has one of these traps in it. Think I used the larger of the fire cannon traps. So that's cool. These are musical traps, I believe. You step on them, they do a note, and I guess if you put them together in the correct way, you get a tune of some sort. I have yet to try those out. But since I'm not exactly musically inclined, I'm not gonna jump into that right now. Others. See, I don't know. Small checkpoint. Waypoint. Confetti cannon. Unlock indicator. Large checkpoint. Obelisk. See, these things right here are new. They weren't here the last time. Okay, maybe the obelisk was, but I don't know about this other things. Anyway. Tools, explosives, those sort of things. Most of these are for decoration until you actually get into the gameplay. All the tools here that are for building or cutting stuff down, basically from the gardening implement, the hoe, to the titanium drilling, mining drill, the gold mining claw, the gold lumberjack axe, and the golden pickaxe. Those things are basically just to help aid you into, you know, destroying stuff to build more things. This is the collection of beasts and monsters you can have in each one of your little lands that you can build on and create. Unfortunately, like I said before, some of these I cannot use. It irks me. Anyway, there's mummies, there's orcs, there's the fallen, which come in like 5 varieties. And these big old dudes, well, yeah, they each have their own special way of killing you. Amongst stomping. Then you can put different types of golems, turtles, angry plants, angry water things. So basically you could just like create all kinds of goodies. The Kraken. Oh, that gets me. Anywho, moving on. These little blue dudes represent characters in the game that you can place at different parts in different houses or just at random areas of your map. And they basically give you quests to do, or they'll assist you in quests or something to that effect. But without actually seeing what they look like, they just look like little blue characters. And unless you click on them and put them in your inventory, you won't find out what it is that they do or what quests they give until after you've placed them somewhere. And yeah, no, I'm good. I'll wait. You can plant plants, what looks like crystals and moon rocks and all kinds of good stuff. You can plant trees, mushrooms, and apparently you can plant silkworms, or silk seeds, excuse me. Yeah, they look like worms popping up out of the ground. It's a bit creepy. Moving on. There's flags that you can put on here for pretty much anything. So I was actually happy to see that one. The rainbow flag. But I think each one of these represents, you know, characters or teams. Like, clearly that one's... It's a turtle shell on it. It's very self-explanatory. moving on. There is the different types of furniture that could be used towards decorating homes, castles, random. You can place them randomly underground or whatever. So there's also things like this. It says blue throne, but I'm pretty sure they just mean it's a crystal throne, and the way it looks, if you replace the crystals with swords, it's definitely a Game of Thrones look-alike. But I'm gonna move on. Grab some more things. Okay, so probably not gonna be putting that in there. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the wood and the coal, and I don't think that I need anything other than, well, this right here as far as light goes. It's gonna be temporary anyway. Alright. So I believe the goal is to attempt to place coal. That's right. That's what I needed. Dirt block. I mean, some of this stuff has to be buried, you know. So basically you can do the coal, do a dirt block. Dirt block, coal, you can also use your pickaxe, which goes a lot further back. That way you can do like a deeper mining experience when it comes to making and placing your coal. All right. Moving on to another area. And cover it with dirt. And it doesn't have to be like a whole bunch of coal in one spot. I mean, you can do 1 or 2 blocks here and there if you want. Yeah, like that should set something on fire logically. Let's see. Hmm. Doesn't have to be all neat and tidy, but probably wouldn't hurt to at least throw something in here that looks like it's supposed to be here and it's not just a place filled with random items of coal. Let's see. Just for shits and giggles. And then I'm going to cover it up with dirt. Alright. So, it doesn't have to be all neat and pretty like, so... and check it out. This whole little spot right here. Okay, so the goal with this was to make like this tunnel or clearing that's meant to be followed. Preferably without falling off. And then add like some kind of treasure or something. So let's see. Just gonna leave that there. And I know this is a dick move because clearly somebody's going to end up falling off this thing. There's got to be some tricks and stuff in here. Okay, so Okay, so that's weird. Okay, I went a little too far there. Alright, so... Things you need coal to be able to create items and things of that nature. I'm gonna go ahead and see about blessing this little area with some hidden coal jewels things. Why? Because reasons. Alright, so that should be a good bit of coal placement. I'm gonna go back into the inventory and I'm gonna go get a sneak peek at... Okay, so you can also do more than these flags. Containers that have like fruit or bombs. Some of the weapons barrels they're basically just to look at, and not everything actually has a physical use other than decoration. Portraits can be hung up in homes, and you have specialty pet and mount accessories. Basically, you could put any animal in any of these. So you got a feeding trough, bed, and little houses and things like that. And as far as pets go, they have anywhere for like snakes, dogs, cats, birds, think even one of them is a monkey. In some of the other worlds, the other parts of the world that I've been creating, I've put like presents and stuff and hidden them in plain sight. Basically, you could just like walk into some of the structures and there they are. I'm going to go ahead and do the larger of the vases and switch that out. Seeing as I'm probably not going to be using the wood again, I may or may not switch that out. Let's see. Structures. Huzzah, here we are. Chests. Pirate chest. I tend to put those in a lot of places. But whatever works. Alright, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and place coal and dirt and make a flat area for me to work with. Alright, this should be fine. Alright, so and these things are freaking huge, so if I'm gonna put it somewhere, I'm gonna have to put it somewhere. Not really a fan of that. It's a bit time consuming, and I get that, you know, trying to build a world is a bit tedious. But if you know, do it well, it's pretty neat. So I'm definitely gonna have to make a bigger spot for the vase. Things are huge. My phone is sending me notifications. Lovely. Meh. I shall get to that momentarily. Okay, so I think 2 vases is enough for this area. I think now would be a good idea to work on the lighting, which I'm going to go back into the inventory and see what I can do about that. Let's see. I mean, granted, you can like place a bunch of candles around, but it doesn't put off nearly as much light as the torches do. And if I really wanted to, I could just place, you know, some train tracks for these little mining car things. But I'm not sure I want to do that just yet. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. These are the regular ones, and these are the placeable torch. Joy. Well, I'm gonna stick with the torches. Why? I don't remember. I don't know. So I am going to go ahead and just do this. Doesn't have to be like overly lit up, but there has to be some kind of lighting. Okay. All right. Now, here's a cool thought that just occurred to me. Ta-da! That works out really well. Although I don't like that space being there, so I think I'm gonna have to fix that. It's gonna bother me. There should be a space on equal sides. Oh well. Heading back into the inventory. Could always place some random stuff next to the treasure chest. Like water bombs. Maybe not those. Like I said, it's been at least a year since I've actually even touched this game. I got on it, well, I guess technically it was a year yesterday since I've touched this game. Here we go. Think that would be perfect. Inventory. I think I'll go with the smaller pot this time. And it fits perfect. Alright. Well, let's have a look. Think that looks alright. Now, the downside is you might lose all sense of direction coming in a place like this. So, and I'm going to place torches there and there. I'm going to remove this one. And I'm going to seal up this entrance with dirt blocks. It's not worth it if you don't work for it. Just some incentive, but I don't know. It doesn't look right placed on top of the wood. Okay, so with this being a underground mining type house thing, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and bring this video to a close. It's already like 51 minutes in. It's already been long enough. And I kind of get sucked into the game while I'm building and I get kind of quiet, but, you know, that's just what it is. So, if you enjoy my content and would like to see more stuff like this, or just gaming in general, possibly a few random TikToks thrown in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You don't necessarily have to do all three, but I would so appreciate it if you did. So, this is me, Dollface. As always, don't forget to stay magical, nerds. I'm out.